Fellow compatriot, permit me to submit my heartfelt concern to our President, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, and his leadership. Mr. President, after deep reflections on the directions our country is taking, I am profoundly worried about the present and the future of our country. It is heartbreaking to witness young men and women risking and often losing their life in the sea, taking the most dangerous migration routes in the quest for better life and better future. This is happening in a nation where so many lives were lost and sacrificed, believing that independence would bring dignity, prosperity, and hope to all South Sudanese. We dream of a country where every citizen will live in peace, have access to quality education, receive proper health care, have jobs, and build their future without fear. And yet today, Mr. President, young men and women feel abandoned. We feel cheated. We feel robbed what rightfully belongs to us. My generation, Mr. President, is the most wasted generation in the history of all Sudan and in the history of South Sudan. Every generation is always tested and confronted with the challenges that they could address in a proper manner. But my generation has been subjected to internal wars, to fight for an unjust cause, dying for no reason. They have been subjected to a struggle with unemployment, starving of hunger, dying of preventable diseases. I believe, Mr. President, my generation and generations yet to come are the wasted generation in the history of South Sudan. During your age time or during your youth period, you dedicate your life and your comrades to fight for our independence. But now what have you subjected the current generation to? Your Excellency, I respectfully appeal to you to make a bold and transformative decision that will redeem the future of our country and restore hope to young men and women. Mr. President, assuming today you sit at the table of 5 individuals whom I consider and many South Sudanese consider to be the founding fathers of our country. Assuming you sit on the table right now or tonight with Dr. John Garang, William Yuan Bai, Carbino Kwanyanabol, Arong Tonaro. Mr. President, which reports will you give them about the affairs of our country? Which reports will you tell them, Mr. President? Assuming, Mr. President, you stand in front of 2 million plus lives that were lost during the struggle, and you happen to address them, explain to them the cost, what will you tell them? Mr. President, on behalf of a wasted generation, I am requesting you to give us one thing. Young men and women are requesting you and your leadership to give us one thing, and one thing only. Give us peace. Give us peace. Give us peace, Mr. President. South Sudanese are tired of dying. Our heart cannot continue carrying the heavy weight of hatred. We are tired of fighting. We are tired of killing brothers. We are tired of dying of hunger. Mr. President, give us peace. Mr. President, the decisions that you will make this year will define two things in your life and the life of your family. If you make better decisions that will redeem the future of our country and bring the country together, then you will retire in an honorable manner. And if we continue the way we are as a nation, then, Mr. President, your ending time or your last days will be ugly and humiliating. Looking at the history of African countries, the ending of the first presidents or the prime ministers is dramatic. And South Sudan is not exceptional. Mr. President, give us peace. South Sudan is standing at the crossroad as we speak. We don't know what will happen within the next 3 to 6 months. Everything rests upon your shoulder as the president. I ask you, Mr. President, to give yourself 2 days off and sit lonely and reflect on those days and 21 years. Reflect on the periods that you have been our president. I ask you, Mr. President, to think like a father. Don't think like a president. Think like a human being. Don't think like a man. Reflect as a leader, not like a politician. And through that decisions or self-reflections, I'm optimistic that you will arrive to the best decision that will save your family and your children. Everything, Mr. President, will go. Power will leave you. Even your life will leave you. But your children will remain behind. It is a desire of every human being to do things that will make their children live in a honorable life after we leave the world. Things along that line, Mr. President. Fellow citizens, I'm aware we are struggling, we are suffering. But I ask you to think like a nationalist. Think like a citizen, don't think like an idiot. Think like a human being, don't think like a man. Think like someone who has duties and obligations to execute in shaping the future of our country. South Sudan needs us all. Reduce hatred from your heart, at your family level, at the community level, at the national level. With these few remarks, I wish you very best. Let's remain optimistic. God bless you, God bless South Sudan, and God bless Africa. Thank you so much, and stay blessed.